Great to have you here in studio with us. And, Renita, we've been talking kind of all show, and this isn't going to end here, of course. This is going to fall into this. It's almost a throwback type show. We're going back to some of these names that were very much in the spotlight 2-3 years ago. Match Group and kind of online dating apps took the world by storm when you were sort of limited in your choices where you could go to meet people. I think in the case of these companies, look, I'm not talking stock price.
Okay.
Nothing benefited as much as these in terms of knocking down barriers. It is not weird to go on this stuff at all anymore.
I think you're right because, it kind of brought back the old school talking to people first before dating them as much, or before going out on dates. But today, this stock is actually in its 8th consecutive day down, and it's on track for its longest losing streak since October of 2022. We're talking about Match Group. Now, let me paint the picture. Match has lagged the broader market in recent years. Tinder growth has slowed much earlier and more severely than expected. And that's why they've been taking Tinder through a turnaround recently with its new CEO, right? But still, it's had 3 consecutive quarters of declining net ads. And JPMorgan, however, says that investors are too negative on both the online dating market opportunity in general and then the durability of the Tinder turnaround. But JPMorgan says that there are a number of potential positive catalysts in the coming months. There are supposed to be a couple of new product launches with Tinder, and JPMorgan expects the online dating spend and Tinder revenue to grow over the next couple of years.
So I respect this because I do think that the online dating pendulum, they called it, has swung too far negative because I know that we're not trapped at home and there's ways to meet people organically, but it sounds like these people are after my own heart because it's difficult. I mean, as we know, it's difficult. I'd say that online dating has served a definite need for so many people that are looking to meet someone. So, I mean, what are your thoughts really on this name? We did get the $60 price target, which is obviously implying some upside here,
Yeah.
but on the overall growth here of Match Group after, like you said, it's down 31% off its highs.
It is, but it's always going to be a market to meet people, but I guess they just have to strike the right balance with the prices of their products, and then the different products that they put out and whether or not they're resonating with their market.
Yeah, that's an interesting point too, because it has become almost, it seems like this pay-to-play model where it's like at first these things come out, you go on there, it's kind of the wild, wild west, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I'm out of this game for a few years now, but it seems you got to like buy your way in if you want to see more than like 2 or 3 people. Then yeah, you got to buy your way in. But it's also seemed, and maybe you guys have perspective or thoughts on this too, it's been like, the new bar opens, for example, that's where everybody goes, okay? In the same way, these new apps catch storm, that's where everybody goes. You gotta stay relevant, and Tinder's this big name that we associated with it, but is it still the place that people go?
Oh, no, I think that the argument can be made for Match Group having so many apps under its umbrella. And I guess that part of the game they've gotten right.
Right, because they also have OkCupid and Hinge, I know is cool. I know Bumble, which is the competitor, is cool, but Bumble has such a smaller footprint on the overall online dating space, and I'm so bad. I don't know anything that's cool, so I'm probably also a bad barometer.